But the councillor might collect something and allow his town to be passed. Nothing will be given to them. He's not representing this town. You can now see he is serving the interest of the master who helped him to come there as councillor, or the man who helped him to come there as chairman. So the people have no say at all. And while this awareness, this is part of the civic education, this is part of the reason why we want to bring up this kind of program, to try to educate the people. For us to start brainstorming, to start talking, let it become a discourse, let it become a discussion. The young people would have to reclaim this mandate. It is going to take a long time. We're just beginning maybe to scratch a few things here to see if we can we'll be able to sensitize a few people who will start thinking. If for instance, if I am the House of Assembly and I will move a bill that all PGs in all the towns should be incorporated into the local government system, and the bill is passed. If I'm able to get some other legislators to support this bill and we pass it, then you can say you might begin to see some changes. So that if they're building a road, or let me give you a practical example. Some boreholes we have in some of the villages, when they construct the borehole, they bring a tanker from Enugu to come and pour water into the borehole on the day it is going to be commissioned. And the water will come out from the borehole on that day. After that, nothing will come out again. And you ask, how is it that the people would be able to tolerate this kind of thing? And they clap for this person when next he comes to the town that has done this. Or they build a road that will last only for one rainy season and water will wash it out. And the people are still moping. You have a hospital that is not functional. You have a school that has fallen, the wall has fallen down, and the children are sitting under the trees. And the people keep quiet and are moping, grumbling only in their rooms. Maybe when we come to one other topic where we might talk about you are not as powerless
as you
as
think
you
you
think you
are.
are. So maybe that's a place where we can talk more about what the people can do.
Right.
Because there are a lot of things that people can do.
Indeed. You are listening to Energy FM 105.5. This is the People's Creative Hour, brought to you by People's Creative Empowerment International. They are a non-governmental organization poised for civic education locally and even nationally. You can join the conversation, if you can, by calling into the studio. It's 0700 1055 1055. You can also call 0700 1055 0000. And by the way, we have been speaking with Reverend Father Dr. Tobe Nnamani. He is the Executive Director of People's Creative Empowerment International. All right, let's see if we can squeeze in a few phone calls and then get back to the Reverend in the house. So just in case you haven't gotten the numbers, once again, it's 0700 1055 1055.
Hello.
Hello.
Nnamani.
Good morning.
My name is Blessing. Enugu.
Blessing, you're calling from Enugu.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have anything to contribute on the show today?
Hello.
Can you hear me, Blessing?
Hello.
Blessing, can you hear me? Okay. Just in case you didn't get the numbers, 0700 1055 1055. Hello.
Hello, Kencha.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is UC on the line.
UC, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Enugu.
UC, go ahead.
Thank you. The guest in the studio, this people that and their program I want to join. I want to ask if there is any room for people to join this movement. I call it a movement because it's educative. Most of our people, when they complain about our governors, our leaders, what they are not been doing, I laugh. I normally tell them that none of the leaders in Igbo land, even at Nigeria at large, that was people elected. The find a way to get themselves into office, do whatever they like, bring people that will cover whatever they have done up, they become the presidents, and people who are learned will never come close to power. They will frustrate you, make sure that you don't come close, not to reveal what is happening. That is why I don't want to join politics in the first place. My dear brother in the studio, please, I will appreciate if you tell me how to join this your group. I want to get more educated enough, more than what I just learned this morning. God bless you. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. Let's see. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and location?
Yeah, this is Chris. You're calling from Mataba.
Chris Obi, you're welcome.
Yeah, that's an interesting. When you are doing the other program, so this you are going to have a new program. I was eager to follow up, and I'm very, very happy that you program disappointed us. That's the energy friend. I want to take a focus. Thank the gentleman there. He said, really doing a very nice job. That bringing this case to the public, especially a good number of us who are young generation that don't know much about this history, or those who are not so much interested in reading. Now, it's not just going on for telling us history or reading books. How can we put these things in perspective? For example, now, the PG, now, one thing in life, you have to start from somewhere. Now, the PG, the system you have observed, and there is even a curious about the way PG operates now and the way it's supposed to work. How can we put it in perspective? Let me put it this way now. If we are to put this present PG now in local government, they still work for government. Let me give you an example where I'm coming from in Anambra State. We have this HQ system of governance. I don't think now. Yeah,
Yes.
in my area, as like Anambra area, now, there's an age that represents the people's interest in the community. So if you have to go by that now, let us see that maybe the leader of that age group that represents the people now is the one who's going to think that the teaching. And it's like a lifestyle or something. Let me give you an example. For example, if they rule for maybe say 4 or 5 years, their age time has elapsed with that election. They move the next age grade now coming, and they know who lives in that age grade. That from now we can have a people-oriented PG, not one elected by personal interest or money back in the community. I don't need to understand the platform I'm trying to bring in there.
Yes.
I do.
Now, it's oriented because it's no longer it's not about selection as it was in the origin of the Igbo people. So my concern is now, what effort will we be making to put this case in practice, pressuring the government in the National Assembly to see that they bring people closer to the government. And once again, if people can create a WhatsApp group for our institution that some of us who are far can associate with people now and move along, it will be a work development. Thank you.
All right, Chris Obi, many thanks for calling. I truly appreciate it. I'm sure that the Reverend will respond to some of the concerns raised and the questions as well. Let's just let's still take a few phone calls. Hello?
Hello, good morning, Mr. Chow.
Good morning. Name, location?
Yeah, I agree to get in the house. My name is Kirian.
Kirian, where are you calling from?
Oka. Yeah, Oka.
Okay, Kirian, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to, first of all, register my displeasure. This is not a program that someone will call to test if his phone is going or not. Yes, talking about lessons. So, please, the concept of Igbo is there. Understand? I think our guest in the house tried to explain it. And although from his explanation, I was not too clear because there is an angle he took it to. But I think he should throw more light on that concept because I think it's part of the reason why in Igbo land we are not really getting our fair share because I think like in the north and in the west there are some certain people that the Northerners can look up to, and if there's something is going wrong and they want there is someone try to prepare a correction, there's someone that they can listen to. So So I think that concept of Igbo is something that we need to really talk about and then see if we can really chew on it and see if the Igbos can have someone that they can even hear from or listen to. Thank you, Mr. Charles. Well done.
All right. Thank you so much, Kirian, for the updates there. Let's see if we have other calls coming in. It's 0700-1055-1055. You could also call 0700-1055-0000. So we have just space for just one phone call to be sure. So we can get back to the guests in the studio today. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Emmanuel from Oka.
Emmanuel Inoka, go ahead, please.
Yes. Where I want to know more is when he's making his speech, he said that the concept for ability is not easy like that. So I want to know more about what happened during that time. And secondly, why is it that all these things that he's saying now, that there's no platform that is teaching students like we youth to know more about this? Because if we know more, at least we know who we really is.
Well, hello, can you
It's not easy.
like can you be clear with your question about Abakaliki? You said what exactly? What was the question about Abakaliki?
He said that they conquered other places, but particularly Abakaliki. So
That Abakaliki was the last place to have been conquered.
Abakaliki.
Yes.
Isn't that what he said?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to know area in Abakaliki where something happened.
Okay.
You made mention of I understand.
Yeah.
And my second question: why is it that those things, those stories, and those things that happen that and no platform that is making we youth? Because everything is saying, I just had it for myself and but there's a way it happens in my body.
Wow. This is the first time you're hearing this. Hello, is that what you said? That this is the first time you're hearing about the history of Abakaliki?
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. The Reverend is going to respond to that. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Let me respond to UC. You can join us, so the NGO is open
Okay.
for anyone who can join. You can also make contribution financially to support this program, because it's going to be every week, every Thursday, 10 to 11.
Right.
And it's going to run for some time. So
Right.
if you want to support us, you can call me on 080-3637-8803, either to join or to make a contribution or to even volunteer to come to the studio here to join in the discussion. Yeah.
Okay.
So, let me go back to the man from Asaba. He said we should not just rehearse the history, but we need to do something. Yes, I agree with him. But we are clearing the ground. I just mentioned that we are coming to a program where we want to discuss: are you really powerless as you think you are? So for me, that is a program where we will be looking for ways and means in which we can change what we don't like. Then for Kirian from Oka, he is contesting the concept of Igbo. Yeah, maybe if he wants to read a little about it. I've already mentioned that semi-kinship existed in some part of Igbo land, but the king in question is not a king that has overriding power. So I don't know what is wrong. See, he wants us to be like the North. Are they better than us? Are those people in the North who had the big king, are they better? They are not. So why should we go back to the feudal system? Because that is where one man who is strong to bring other people under his control and tells them what to do. So we people say, "Esibega Aganabonye, who are you to come and tell me that you are ruling over me? For what? Who made you king?"
But isn't that the reason why we're not speaking with one voice?
No, that one is a different matter. It is a different matter. So we are not going to get a king that will sell us. Because if you say we're not speaking with one voice, the Igbo, pre-colonial Igbo society, they had a way of defending themselves, of looking for what is good for them. If you are talking about synergy, coordination, and cooperation, they had it. It's just that the system is broken. And the people now that are talking from different sides, who are they talking for? For who? And you have the impression that when you have one king, he goes to Abuja, is going to represent your interest. Really? Can we see it in the people that we presume to have voted, from the governor to the councillor? No, let's do the analogy. Our people who are in the National Assembly, all the things that have been happening, how many people have you heard? If you think that when you have one king, is going to be able to, you speak with one voice. So that one king, the warrant chief already sold you. He was a king, but he was not representing you. He was representing the people who appointed him. So how do you even appoint one king that is going to be? I think I'll be talking more about synergy, coordination, and what is the interest of the people. The towns can do it. They know how to come together to do what is for them, what is good for them. Let's go to Emmanuel. So Emmanuel from Oka. I'm sorry if you have not heard about this before. We can
That's
create.
from Abakaliki.
Okay, from Abakaliki. We can actually create this platform. We are thinking about it, and so it will be a place where we can pool ideas. But the conquest of Igbo land is very well documented. I recommend one book for you that you can go and check. This lady is an authority in Igbo history. Elizabeth Isichei, she's from New Zealand, married to one man from Iseluku. The history she has written about Igbo people is the most authoritative. So it is in his book that where she documented what happened in Abakaliki. The flow of blood on the ground, it was bloody and brutal. And do you know how she got this information? The white people recorded everything that happened in Igbo land, but some of these were classified. I don't know if we have time. Let me give you an instance of what I'm talking about. I was researching on Biafra and the Civil War in my doctoral program. So I went to London to do a research at the Royal Institute of International Affairs. I listed out the books that I wanted. After 1 hour, my books had not come. It was unlike in Europe. So I went to the counter angry. I said to the madam at the counter, why? Where are my books? And she said, you need the permission of the Home Affairs Secretary in order to access the books. I said, what? The books are classified. So Isichei, as a white woman, was given access to this library that I was denied. And that was where she got some of the information. The one I talked about, the killing in Okunano, that was where she got that information and the number of people that were killed. So you can go to and read Elizabeth Isichei, A History of the Igbo People, 1976. That is where that is very well documented.
Wow. This has been one revealing program, and it's interesting. I just feel like, having another hour, but I mean, we just have to go now. The program returns next week, Thursday, same time, 10 to 11. We've been speaking with Reverend Father Dr. Tobe Nnamani, the Executive Director of the People's Creative Empowerment International. And his organization is into empowering people through creative means of their civic responsibility. And I want to appreciate you, sir, for coming through and revealing this. We have a topic next week, and it's a continuation of what we have just had today.
Yes.
Can you give us a preamble to that?
The topic for next week is from Warrant Chieftaincy to Igwe ship or Eze ship. So this transition, let us bring it into discussion to see how it helps us or how it does not help us. So the current Igwe ship for autonomous communities, Eze, and the tussle to get this position and what it is doing to our different communities, that will be the next topic for next week.
Right.
Thank you very much, Charles.
Many thanks for your time, Reverend Father Dr. Tobe Nnamani. By the way, if you want to reach him, 003 Many thanks. The program returns next week, Thursday. Charles is my name. Have yourselves a very good morning.